Greetings, guys. And I need to say sorry for some technical problems that we had before with the recording driver. So
let's hear it.
So yeah, we've stopped recording when I've changed resolution. I wasn't informed about that.
Yes.
And I've continued my journey.
Go ahead, stranger.
My journey unexpectedly. So yeah, what you have missed is not much. We found the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, and I have sold moon sugar to the Khajiit nearby in the Mages Guild. Now currently we are at the Guild of Fighters, where we are just glancing over the guild members for some interesting information, which is hard to find when there's a ton of options. It's really the problem here. Yeah.
Yes.
That's one ugly outfit.
Who are you? Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can beat a poison blade. Try my expensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite. Let's see what you can do with training. Okay, nothing nice. Oh, he has a ton of gold. That's interesting. That's good stuff for us. But you don't have any access, and we need access. He's a good member, but let's repair the stuff on him. Could you trade something to him? Let's trade this useless stuff. Could you trade something more? We don't need the second alembic. Just one of them. Oh, come on, he don't need it. Okay. Let's increase the cost. Goodbye.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep me.
And he started to wear it immediately. Funny set. He's like having some fetish to buy the stuff from other persons and to wear it instantaneously in a snap. So you're selling the stuff to a shopkeeper, and he just started to wear them.
Anytime now.
Put his head into the helm that we given him without any second thought. Just give it to him, and he will start.
Yes, friend.
Flania Aminius. Greetings, citizen. I'm Flaminia Aminius. Welcome to Balmora. We are a house of Hlalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? Training. Okay, nothing. You can do nothing for me. Yeah. If you're interested, look at the right part of the screen here. When I'm rotating my character, the arrow there is stretching and reducing. Look at that. Isn't this strange? Why it is different here, and here. What? What a weird arrow it is.
Any time now.
I have no explanation for that.
Yes,
I have
friend.
explanation why it's stretched at the horizontal part, but not otherwise. It's stretched because we have some stretching
Anytime
here.
now.
Let's hear it.
Anyway, so good day, Kinane. So you are with Zeus, huh? And Zeus wants the information. Of course, there is a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. Fighter's Guild. Yes, this is a Fighter's Guild. It's Fire Eye is the steward. Talk to her if you are thinking of joining the Fighters Guild. Morrowind history. Oh, I won't bore you blathering about history. That's what Zeus is for. Snap. But if you are really interested, try on Morrowind or the Imperial Province by Aaron V. Of Sunhold. I have an extra copy you can have. What an adventurer like you really needs is a sense of current events. Who hates who? Where's trouble brewing? There's where opportunity lies for an adventure for an outlander like you. Let's read about current events. The great houses hate each other. Theft, murder, assassination, secret raids, standard stuff. The temple is trying to kill off a rebellious faction called the Dissident Priests. Aushlander nomads raid each other, attack traders and pilgrims. A secret cult is killing off imperial citizens, all bad enough. The real problem, though, is the blight, monsters, and diseases. The natives say it comes from Red Mountain. It's been a local problem for years, but lately it's gotten badly out of control. Okay. Wait a second, guys. Yeah. We shall continue. Nirvana. You have a favor to do first, then we can talk about Nirvana and 6 hours. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what is Foyada? Foyada means fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water, and during the eruption, 5 rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good rooting or are clear of brush. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, the natives use them like roads. Okay. And Solsium is a still terrible place? Yes, it is. Okay. We heard this before. Show some respect. You are in the most stalwart guild of warriors this side of death. Adis Fire Eye is guild steward here. Seek her out if you want to. If you think you have the right stuff. Okay, let's talk about favor. There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkenthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circle design and some symbols on the side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back, Dwemer puzzle box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Okay, let's talk about Argenthand. The old Dwemer ruins at Argenthand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Silt Strider port, then cross the bridge east over the Oday River, and at the signpost near head north towards Saldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Mulatmar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dwemer bridge over Foyada Mamasa. The entrance to Arkhanad Hand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on the pipe nearby to open the doors. So we had an adventure on our side, in our hands. What is a Dwemer puzzle box? The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal, with a circle design and symbols on one side, and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube. Okay, okay. Disappearance of the dwarfs. Let's talk about it. The disappearance of the dwarfs predates imperial written records. Donmer oral accounts record that the Dwemer were utterly destroyed by gods for profane practices and impiety. I think that there is some similarities in letter C and letter E in this font. Dwarvian ruins are scattered across Tamriel, and weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearing of the dwarfs remains one of the Tamriel's greatest mysteries. Okay, I think that's all we have here. Training, hand-to-hand athletics. No, thank you. Okay, so we get. Whoa. What?
What's this
Never
about?
mind. That had never happened once.
So what's this regarding?
So what do you want?
It's always funny for me because you're wearing my
What
stuff.
say you?
So this woman could train us, could take us to be warrior. What could it train? Nothing. Okay. Balmora Fighters Guild. Balmora. You are in the Balmora Fighters Guild right now. I am the guild steward. Join the Fighters Guild. You look like you could take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters Guild charter. Are you ready to sign now? Let's read charter. Your duties are to your lords and brethren. In all ways proceed with honor and valor. Keep a keen and watchful mind, and never succumb to the craven tricks of the weak. As a member, you are permitted to use items in our equipment chest. It is traitorous to fight or thief from other members of your guild. If you break these rules, you must speak with at least a warder of the guild to redeem your standing. Do you feel you can uphold these simple ideals? You bet. Nope. The answers are funny. Are so unofficial. I'm thinking, wait. So, what can't we? This is general. Okay. Yes, you bet. You are now Kinane's associate in the Fighters Guild. Work hard, follow orders, and you'll do just fine. Seek me out if you feel you're ready for advancement. Your talents are not worthy, but some question your depths of devotion. Perform more duties for the Fighters Guild, and you will earn your place. Okay, what you can train? Oh, associate. What's your rank? Associate. Then my services are not for you. Not yet. Uh, let's follow the orders. I have a very simple contract to end an infestation of cave rats. Oh, really? You might be able to handle it. Cave rats. Go to Drarian Celis' house. It's here in Balmora, along the river on the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Dorian Fells. Report back to me once you've taken care of this. Okay. So it's the
Can you ask
quest
your
of
question quickly?
rats
I must
You've
be
got
in
my
basement.
ear, let's hear it.
Very original quest we have. Okay, trading. Nothing. Nothing of interest here. What can you trade? Come on. It's like you are all doing this fight. Where I can find my alchemy, my all other stuff. Let's just move out of here. We did everything we need here.
Oh, Outlander, did
Let's go to... let's first visit the Mage Guild, because it's interesting too.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Are you looking for me? You want to join Mage Guild? Yeah, I want. Yes. You look like the sort of sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mage's Oath and join the guild? So we are good for Fighters Guild and good for Mages Guild. It's nice. What is the Mage's Oath? Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? Yes, I would like to join. You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you are ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you are ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild. Let's talk about duties. I don't have any duties for you, for associate. Associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Kajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. Requirements. The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must exhibit mastery in the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantments and alchemical processes. Okay, little secret. Somebody said Larius Voro, our at Fort Moonmoose, is looking for you. Said he wanted to talk to you. Don't know what about. Okay. What is specifically with me? I don't know. So we are now in both Guild of Mages and Guild of Fighters, which is good.
From where do you hail, friend?
Let's talk with Soulless one. Step right up, Kinane, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldam's Scorcher to burn your foes? Or Onduzi unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of vitality and vigor to restore your health, to restore your and health and fatigue. I mean, they meant to restore your health and fatigue. If you are in real trouble, you'll want almsy intervention or divine intervention to transfer you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest emperor shrine. So almsy means for temple and divine means for emperor. Almsy means divine in another language, as I think, as I believe. Nothing here. By Redoran customs, killing is justified in war, self-defense, defense of property, affairs of honor, and house wars affairs. Other killings are foul murder and must be punished. Okay, Guild Guide. A Guild Guide is a spellcaster of the Mage's Guild who provides magical transport for a small fee. You can only travel from one mage's guild to another, but it is the fastest way of travel between Vivitz, Balmora, Aldrin, Chaldera, and Saldris Mora. Mazalin Marian is a guild guide at the Balmora Mage's Guild. For a small fee, she can teleport you directly to the Mage's Guild at either Vivitz, Aldrohan, Chaldera, or Saldris Mora. Fighters Guild. We heard this before. Duties. Speak with Sajira. Come on. Judge. Oh, we could do it. We have no money for that. She has a ton of scrolls. That one is nice. So the helm that could summon a Kiras for us. And and spell absorb. Nice one. I think it's too much. Dervatic. Take gearing. This is shock. Soul gems. I know what they are doing really. How costly they are. Grand Soul Gem Winged Twilight. That costs 60,000. I can take it. Sadly. What could we trade to her? Oh, we could trade to her our helm, shield, but it would be too easy to lose. Trade Alembic. No? Okay. No one wants this freaking Alembic. This alchemist tool.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So
What
the
is this
steward
about?
here is at the doors, so you're entering and then, okay, I want to join the Mage's Guild. Go. That's funny. So let us move on.
You have my attention. Yes, what is it?
Oh, it's a guild guide. I'm Marceline Marion, the Breton guild guide. I provide instantaneous teleport between various Mage's Guild halls on Vanderfell. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place? Or for someone in particular? Pearl Code. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my god. How many things here? I don't want to talk to her.
What do you want?
Someone coughing here. House of Troubles. We'll read it at the end of the stream. Dark metal.
Dirt. Everywhere, dirt.
Okay, let's talk to her. What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews or help in fight? Some Tilvani back mask or a way to reach the high places? Let's talk about it. Follada mamas. Folladas are valleys made by lava from Red Mountain. Follada mama, 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 is it C or E? I think it's C. Mamamza is very old, very easily recognized. An old Dwemer bridge crosses the Fayada near Fort Moon. Open fine. Ajira sells potions of restore health for when you're bleeding, and potion restore fatigue when you are weary. Okay, okay, Ajira. Local brews. Yes, Ajira sells Mazda, Flynn, and Sujama. They make you as strong as a coyote and half as smart, and puts hair on your face. You mean beard? Mage Guild. The Mage Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. Pursue your studies diligently, Kinane, and the benefits of belonging to the Mage Guild will become clear to you. Okay? Tilvani Backmask. Ajira does not like the Tilvani, but even Khajiit likes the smell of Backmask. Try some and smell how. All the women like you. That's nice stuff. Training. Ancient, Conjuration, and Alchemy. We couldn't take the Alchemy Conjuration. It's bad stuff for us. It's too costly to do. So yeah. Let's look at the stuff. Moon sugar that we've traded to her. What is our mortar and pestle? Quality half. And her mortar and pestle is quality 1.2, which is awesome, but we have no chances here, sadly. Could you trade something for here? Of course, this freaking Olympic. At last, could get rid of it. Is it it? Is this enough? Let's suppose that's it. So let's talk about our duties, shall we? Yes, Ajira has the duties for you. Before Ajira can be a journeyman in the Mage Guild, Ajira must study local mushrooms. Mushrooms? To finish Ajira report, Ajira needs samples of Luminous Rassula, Violet Corpinus, Pungler's Bane, and Hipha Fascia. Ajira knows you can find all this on the Bitter Coast. The easiest way is go south along the river a day until you see a wooden bridge across the river. Get out of the river there and find a pass west over the hills. So, Luminous Rassula, Violet Corpinus, let's see. Luminous Rassula. I'm now checking. Have we some of that or not? We could, because we collect all the stuff. So, Misk. It is sorted alphabetically, so we need to find something on L, E, R, S, S, T. No, nothing here. We don't have a Luminous Rassula. That's the first problem. Then Violet Corpinus. B. We don't think that we have it either. So she wants me some mushrooms. Do we have any mushrooms here? I don't see any mushrooms. Is she having some mushrooms? Seems like not. Okay, sadly. We understand our goal. And we'll do it. But first of all, let's talk about it. Just for the information. So what's the River of Adai? The Adai is a river here in Balmora. Goes right through middle of town. Okay, seems reasonable. Luminous Rasul. Rasul comes from a short, smelly toadstool which is brown on top. Violet coprinus. Coprinus comes from long-stemmed toadstools which glow blue at night. Bungler's Bane. Bungler's Bane grows on trees and sometimes other things. It looks like the tree has brown shells. Ajira warns you not to eat Bungler's Bane and Hypha Fascia. Not Hypna. Hypha Fascia looks much like a Bungler's Bane and grows like a shelf on trees and other things. Hypha Fascia is safe to eat, but make sure it's not a Bungler's Bane. Okay, nice. That's it. I got some fun talking to her. Let's talk to this one. This person. Oh, there's a ton of spells here. Poisonous touch, palm boots, long bow, feather, burden, bundle. Damage intelligence, fatigue, sound. It's for stealth maybe. Interesting. That's so interesting. Let's take it just out of interest. Yeah. Training in destruction. No, thank you. Spellmaking is too costly, really. My trade. I'm a mage. My study is the destruction and alteration of the visible and invisible world. I study magic for its pure intellectual challenge and rewards, but I am paid in gold for the practical applications of my knowledge. I defend myself with spells of the College of Destruction and leap, swim, and levitate with the spells of the College of Alteration. I sell spells, and I am spellmaker who creates spells to your specifications. I can also teach you in my skills for a fee. Okay. That's too much information for me. That's we read before, so we don't need to read it. Let's see closely to her spells again. Can he increase our speed potential? No, she can. So
How
goodbye.
interesting. A tourist.
So we need to put some limits on our stream because it is not the infinite one. What we'll do?
All right, I'm listening.
We'll definitely do one quest here.
I'm listening.
And what I think about the current situation. So I just will remember that I will collect the mushrooms for the Mage Guild quest, but I will not go purposely to collect them. I will not waste time to just collect this stuff. That's unreasonable.
Quickly, Outlander, or go away.
We'll do it by other means. We will just move along and we'll find something that mushroomy. Come on, this
What do you
high
want?
elf is always at our side, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, in some of these houses some house here is a woman that asks for help with her rats. I think it's here.
Speak,
Greetings.
traveler.
Cave rats. These rats are such a nuisance. I'm worried they'll eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you, Akinane? Anyway, I've got one trapped in my bedroom here, and the other two are in my storage area upstairs. Rats, that is not pillows. Here is the key for that door. There are at least 3 of these beasts. I hope they haven't gotten into my good pillows. Okay. Gain a ton of talking potential, which I'm tired of. Ah, come on. That will be bullshit if I will just waste my save here. No, I haven't. Let's move on. Wow, the perfect enemy for me.
Where's that slave? Here not long ago.
Let's heal ourselves, because we got damage from this stupid stuff. I think that's it. And let's add. What's that? That was funny. 45 speed. That's the wrong stuff. I'm comparing these two spells. 3 to 2, 22. Oh yes, the Smother's Kiss is better. Let's do shield for us. Be prepared for the
Speak,
fight.
traveler.
Which will be somewhere. Maybe here. Wow. Okay, we screwed up. There. We can take them. That rats won a little bit, but don't think I'm running just panically at some place. I'm running to my dear friend because he's a healer and he has
What happened to
special
you?
beds that can heal us. There's a little joke here because it's just a bed that we're allowed to sleep on. We could sleep with some ugly woman there. It will be more nicer than to sleep with the man healer. But anyway, what can we do? Okay, are you prepared for another fight? Wait a second. Wait a second. Let's up the shield. Yeah. Now we can fight. I hope so. Could we win? Could we win this fight? Yeah, we won. We can't take the stuff from here because it will be unethical. Even though it's interesting. Maybe let's take gold. Because we deserved it. It's not a ton of gold anyway. Oh, it's so sexy to take everything from here. Come on. I won't take it. That will be too much. Wait, a gold coin? And that's it. This is so nice to take. But we'll not do it. We want to do it. Now, first thing first, Your thing is to sleep. And we will sleep in another house because it isn't sexy to sleep with another man. I'm sorry. So at least if we have some possibility to sleep with nice woman. Not so nice. But
I'm waiting.
for this game, it's a nice woman. Is it her house? Oh, it isn't.
Go ahead, stranger.
Goodbye, stranger. Where is she? Where's her house? Maybe this one?
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Come on, it's locked. Let's wait for a few hours. Few hours. Okay. 1 hour more. 1 hour more. And maybe we need to... No. That house is always locked. Tourmaline and no, it's wrong house. I want to find this awesome place. Could I even? Wait a second. Rithwin. Rithwin is a nice place. So that was a problem for us. On the map it was a Riftland, and in the reality it is Tourmaline. Maybe it's because it's lower. I mean, it's the first floor, and at the second floor it's Riftland.
Well, what brings you here, friend?
That's strange. Okay, so you ugly woman is better than nothing. Okay, I'm thinking about the sequence of our stream. So let's say that the stream is coming to the end. Let's read the book. We read it. I'm just reading. And then we'll get out of the quest and preparing for the end of the stream. Maybe one more book there will be. The Mirror by Birdier Rings. The wind blew over the open plain, jostling the few trees within to move back and forth with the rotation of it. A young man in bright green turban approached the army and gave his chieftains terms for peace to the commander. He was refused. It was to be battle, the Battle of Ain Kolu. So the chief Yombis had decreed his open defense, and his horsemen were at war once again. Many times the tribe had moved into territory that was not theirs to occupy, and many times the diplomatic approach had failed. It had come to this, at long last. It was just as well with Mendothrax. His allies may win or lose, but he would always survive. Though he had occasionally been on the losing side of a war, never once in all his 34 years had he lost in hand-to-hand combat. The two armies poured like dual frothing streams through the dust, and when they met, a clamor rang out, echoing into the hills. Blood, the first liquor the clay had tasted in many a month, danced like a potter. The high and low battle cries of the rival tribes met in harmony as the armies dug into one another's flesh. Mintothrax was in the element he loved. After 10 hours of fighting, with no ground given, both commanders called a mutual and honorable withdrawal from the field. The camp was positioned in a high-walled garden of an old burial ground, adorned by springtide blossoms. As Mintorax toured the grounds, he was reminded of his childhood home. It was a happy and a sad recollection. The purity of childhood ambition, all of his schooling in the ways of battle, but tinged with memories of his poor mother. A beautiful woman looked down at her son with both pride and unspoken sorrow. She never talked about what troubled her, but it came as no surprise to any when she took the walk across the moors and was found days later, her throat slit open by her own hand. The army itself was like a colony of ants, newly shaken. Within a half hour's time after the end of the battle, they had recognized as if by instinct. Uh, as the medicos looked to the wounded, someone remarked with a measure of admiration and astonishment. Look at Mindotrax. His hair isn't even out of place. He's a mighty swordsman, said the attending physician. The sword is a greatly overvalued article, said Mindotrax, nevertheless pleased with the attention. Warriors pay too much attention to striking and not enough in defending strikes. The proper way to go into battle is to defend yourself and to hit your opponent only when the ideal moment arises. I prefer a more straightforward approach, smiled one of the wounded. It is the way of the horseman. If it is the way of the Bjolze tribes to fail, then I renounce my heritage, said Mintotrax, making a quick sign to the spirits that he was being expressive, not blasphemous. Remember what the great blade master Gaiden Shinji said. The best techniques are passed on by survivors. I have been 36 in 36 battles, and I haven't a scar to show for them. That is because I rely on my shield and then my blade, in that order. What is your secret? Think of melee as a mirror. I look to my opponent's left arm when I'm striking with my right. If he is prepared to block my blow, I blow not. Why, why exert undue force? Mindotrax cocked an eyebrow, but when I see his right arm tense, my left arm goes to my shield. You see, it takes twice as much power to send force than it does to deflect it. When your eye can recognize whether your opponent is striking from above or at an angle or in an uppercut from below, you learn to pivot and place your shield just so to protect yourself. I could block for hours if need be, but it only takes a few minutes or even seconds for your opponent, used to battering, to leave a space open for your own strike. What was the longest you've ever had to defend yourself? Asked the wounded man. I fought a man once for an hour's time, said Mindotrax. He was tireless with his bludgeoning, never giving me a moment to do out but block his strikes. But finally, he took a moment too long in raising his cudgel, and I found my mark in his chest. He struck my shield 1,000 times, and I struck his heart but once, but that was enough. So he was your greatest opponent? Asked the Medici. Oh, indeed not. Um, said Mintotrax, turning his great shield so the silvery metal reflected his own face. There is he. The next day, the battle recommenced. Chief Yimbis had brought in reinforcements from the islands to the south. To the honor and disgrace of the tribe, mercenaries, renegade horsemen, and even some Richmond witches were included in the war. As Mintotrax stared across the field at the armies assembling, putting on his helmet and readying his shield and blade, he thought again of his poor mother. What had tortured her so? Why had she never been able to look at her son without grief? Between sunrise and sundown, the battle raged. A bright blue sky overhead burned down on the combatants as they rushed against one another over and over again. In every melee, Mindotrax prevailed. A foe with an axe rained a series of strokes against his shield, but every one was deflected until at last Mindotrax could best the warrior. A spear maiden nearly pierced the shield with her first strike, but Mindotrax knew how to give with the blow, throwing her off balance and leaving her open for his counter-strike. Finally, he met a mercenary on the field, armed with shield and sword and a helm of golden bronze. For an hour and a half they battled. Mindotrax tried every trick he knew. When Mercery tensed his left arm, he held back his strike. When his opponent rose his sword, his shield rose too, and expertly blocked. For the first time in his life, he was battling another defensive fighter. That's funny. Stationary, reflective, with energy to battle for days if need to be. Occasionally, another warrior would enter into the fray, sometimes from Mindotrax's army, sometimes from his opponents. These distractions were swiftly dispatched, and the champions returned to their fight. As they fought, circling one another, matching block for blow and blow for block, it dawned on Mindotrax that here at last he was fighting the perfect mirror. It became more a game, almost a dance, than a battle of blood. It was not until Mindotrax missed his own step, striking too soon, throwing himself off balance, that the promenade was ended. He saw rather than he felt. The mercenary's blade rip across him, from throat to chest. A good strike, the sort he himself might have delivered. Mendocles fell to the ground, feeling his life passing. The mercenary stood over him, prepared to give his worthy adversary the killing blow. It was a strange, honorable deed for an outsider to do, and Bedrotrix was greatly moved. Across the field, he heard someone called a name similar to his own, Jurifax. The mercenary removed his helmet to answer the call. As he did so, Mindotrax saw through the slits of his helmet his own reflection in the man. It was his own close-set eyes, red and brown hair, thin and white mouth, and blunt chin. For a moment, he marveled at the mirror before the stranger turned back to him and delivered the death strike. Jurifax returned to his commander and was well paid for his part in the day's victory. They retired for a hot meal under the stars in a garden by an old cairn that had previously been occupied by their foes. The mercenary was strangely quiet as he observed the land. "Have you been here before, Jurifax?" asked one of the tribesmen who had hired him. "I was born a horseman just like you. My mother sold me when I was just a babe. I have always wondered how my life might have been different had I not been battered away. I might never have been a mercenary. There are many things that decide our fate, said the witch. It is a madness to try to see how you might have taken this turn or that in the world. There are none exactly like yourself, so it is foolish to compare. But there is one, said Jurifax, looking to the stars. My master, before he set me free, said that my mother had twin sons when I was born. She could only afford to raise but one child. But somewhere out there is a man just like me, my brother. I hope to meet him. The witch saw the spirits before her and knew the truth about that. The twins had met already. She remained silent and stared into the fire, banishing the thoughts from her head, too wise to tell all. The mirror. That was the book. Beautiful story. Hope you enjoyed it. So we shall continue.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
So we cleared the rats, the rat problem. Now we need to wait for the daytime. Come on. How long is the night? Ah. Am I wrong? Ah, maybe I'm wrong. Or not. Ah. Yeah, I'm just wrong about that. It was a wrong door. Here's the one.
Speak, traveler.
I was looking at the first letter of her name and it was also a D, DR or something. They are similar. Okay, let's talk about the cave rats. I'll take your word that the cave rats are dead. Here, take this 100 septims. It's what I agreed to pay the Fighters Guild. Your journal has updated. 100 gold has added to your inventory. Comments? Blah, blah.
Come on, then. Say something.
So let's gladly move to the Fighters Guild. Yeah. There we could say that we accomplished something.
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
So, where are you from?
Otis. Cave rats. So you killed the cave rats, Kinane. Not bad for you. You ready for more orders? Let's do it. A local egg mine has problems with egg poachers. And you're going to solve these problems. Egg poachers? Yes, egg poachers. May sound silly, but those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Drumbarrow, the owner of Shulk Egg Mine, wants to make an example of these thieves to keep other mines from getting funny ideas. The egg poachers, Sevilo Othan and Dainila Vallas, are former egg miners and long-time local troublemakers. You can handle that, can't you? Report back when the poachers are dead. Shulk Egg Mine. I think we've been there. The mine is a short distance southwest of Balmora, in the bluffs west of the Odai River. The old suspension bridge across the Odai is just southwest of the mine entrance. Follow the river south of Balmora until you see the bridge overhead. You're not afraid of a little swim, are you? Okay. Egg poachers. You got both of them. Oh. So we've been there and we've killed them both because we're just exploring the stuff. So we've been there. Okay. Here's your payment, 100 septims. And we've got some extra potions from a recent raid. Take this. They'll come in handy. Just tell me when you're ready for more orders. That was funny. Orders? We have a contract from the Caldera Mining Company to kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for trouble at the Caldera mine. I think we haven't been there, so there's no surprises here. 4 Telvanni agents are responsible for thefts and disappearances at the Caldera Ebony mines. Their names are Aluni Aralen, Thatha Neruthren, Phothiania, Hierothran, and Alvelek. They are hiding in the cave in the hills north of Caldera Mine. When the force agents are dead, report back to me. Take care. Take care. It's very likely that one of them is on lookout, posted outside the mines. The quickest way to Caldera is probably to have the guild guide at the Mages Guild to transport you, but it is your choice. Yes, it is my choice. Telvari agents. When the 4 Telvari agents are dead, report back to me, okay. Thefts and disappearance. The Caldera Mining Company says that they've learned a group of Telvanni agents are spying on the Caldera mine works. There have been a number of ebony thefts, missing guards, escaped slaves, and these Telvanni agents are responsible. So there are ebony mines. They are southwest of the town of Caldera, I believe. Check around when you're in Caldera. They'll give you better directions. So let's look at specifically these agents. Alinu Arlen. She's been expelled from the Fighters Guild. She stole from her guild steward. She's stupid, but she can fight. She joined the Thieves Guild when we kicked her out, but she's nobody important. This Caldera mine trouble is not a Thieves Guild job. I told you, this Caldera trouble is not a Thieves Guild job. Yes, they're Thieves Guild. And if you belong to the Thieves Guild and you murder a Thieves Guild member, you get expelled. But it's only murder if the crime is reported. And you are not going to report it, are you? And after all, I am your Fighters Guild steward, and I am giving you a job to do. Don't make me wonder about where your loyalties lie. We are not in Thieves Guild, but at least I hope that we will not fight Mage's Guild anytime soon. Anyway, let's talk about another one. She's a Thieves Guild, a local dark elf. No one important. And this Caldera mine trouble has nothing to do with the Thieves Guild. It seems strange that she repeating this rhetoric over and over again and again. Anyway, Forthia Hierothran. She's a Thieves Guild, she's known on Ashura's coast. She could be trouble, but like I told you, this Caldera mine trouble is not a Thieves Guild job. Come on, don't be so rhetorical. And the last one, Alvilek. He's Thieves Guild, a wood elf. The Telvanni prefer to hire the Nords and wood elves when they can't get natives. I know nothing about him, but this is not a Thieves Guild job, so he has no protection. Yeah. That's it. Rules. I heard this rules before. I don't know why my journal is updated. Can I be advanced? Oh, we are advised. Advanced, I mean. The Fighters Guild recognizes you, Kinane. You are now Kinane the apprentice. Am I advanced? I was associate, yeah. Training? What's your rank? Apprentice? Then my service is not for you, not yet. I thought that this relation bar was increased when I pressed the training. Anyway,
You
so
got
we
the
got
better of me.
the quest.
So go ahead.
Now we'll move
Do you have
on.
something to say, Orc?
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
Morrowind law. La la la, we heard this before. Okay, so what we will do? I will just read the books and we will finish the stream.
I'm listening.
Watch your step.
Imperial Charter of the Fighters Guild. Purpose. The Guild of Fighters provides employment to free swords and mercenaries and contracts to local citizens. Citizens may contract with the guild for the removal of creatures and pests, the delivery of goods on dangerous routes, the collection of beasts for the arenas, and other duties defined by the guild stewards. Authority. The Guild of Fighters was established under the Section 4 of the Guilds Act, and this charter was first confirmed under the potentate Versidue Shai in the 321st year of the Second Era. Rules and procedures. Any members of the Guild of Fighters who strikes or steals from another member shall be expelled from the guild. Readmittance is at the discretion of the guild stewards. Citizens who contract with the Guild of Fighters and have a dispute may appeal first to the guild stewards who accepted the contract and second with the authorities of each province. Membership requirements. The guild selects candidates who are strong and healthy. A candidate must have some proficiency with long blades, axes, blunt weapons, and shields. Guildsmen must be able to use and maintain heavy armor. Applications for membership. Candidates must present themselves to the steward of the guild hall for examination and approval. Attachment A. Fighters Guild chapters in the Vanderfell district, province Morrowind. It's just the list of cities where Fighters Guild is existent. Nothing more here to talk. Yeah, this door is locked and trapped. That's not pleasing to us.
Oh, Outlander.
So, where are you
Is
from?
there any more books?
Seen any elves?
You've got my
Alright.
ear, let's hear it.
There's some strange joke. No one around us. We'll just simply ignore it. And we'll move on. So the last step? Oh no, almost the last step. Look, if there are some books in the
I've heard a lot
Mage's
about you,
Guild.
Outlander. Go ahead.
Mage's Guild.
What is this
Oh, here's a
about,
book.
Orc?
Origin of the Mage's Guild by the Archmage Salarith. Is it this one? It isn't. The idea of a collection of mages, sorcerers, and assorted mystics pooling their resources and talents for the purpose of research and public charity was a revolutionary concept in the early years of the Second Era. The one organization that then closest in aim and structure to what we know today as the Mages Guild was the Psychic Order of the Isle of Artaeum. At the time, magic was something to be learned by individuals, or at most within intimate covens. Mages were, if not actually hermits, usually quite solitary. The Psychic Order served the rulers of Somerset Isle as counselors and chose its members through a complex, ritualized method not understood by outsiders. Its purposes and goals likewise went unpublished, and detractors attributed the worst evils as the source of the order's power. Actually, the religion of the old order could be described as ancestors' worship, an increasingly unfashionable philosophy in the Second Era. When Vanus Galeron, a psychic of Atrium, wait a second, Galeron? No, this got a bit there. Psychic of Atrium and student of the Fund, Iachesis began collecting magic uses from around Somerset Isle. He attracted the animosity of all. He was operating of the urban center of Firsthold, and there was a common and not entirely unfounded uh, attitude that magical experiments should be conducted only in unpopulated areas. Even more shocking, Galerion purposed to make magical items, potions, and even spells available to any members of the general public who could afford to pay. No longer was magic to be limited either to the aristocracy or intelligentsia. Galerion was brought before Iaches and the king of Firsthold, Aurelius 12, and made to state the intentions of the fraternity he was forming. The fact that Galerion's speech to Aurelius and Iaches was not recorded for posterity is doubtless a tragedy, though it does afford opportunity for historians to amuse one another with speculation about the lies and persuasion Galerion might have used to found the ubiquitous organization. Their charter, at any rate, was approved. Almost immediately after the guild was formed, the question of security had to be addressed. The Isle of Atrium did not require force of arms to shield it from invaders. When the Psychic Order does not wish someone to land on the isle, it and all its inhabitants simply become insubstantial. The new Mages Guild, by contrast, had to hire guards. Galerion soon discovered what the Tamrielian nobility has known for thousands of years. Money alone does not buy loyalty. The Knightly Order of the Lamp was formed the following year. Like a tree from an acorn, the Mages Guild grew branches all over the Somerset Isle and gradually the mainland of Tamriel. There are numerous records of superstitions or sensibly fearful rulers forbidding the guild in their domains, but their heirs eventually recognized the wisdom of allowing the guild free reign. The Mages Guild has become a powerful force in Tamriel, and dangerous foe if somewhat disinterested ally. There have been only a few rare incidents of the Mages Guild actually becoming involved in local political struggles. On these occasions, the Guild's participation has been the ultimate decider in the conflict. As begun, as begun by Vanus Galerion, the Mages Guild as an institution is presided, presided over by a supreme council of six archmagisters. Each guild hall is run by guild magister, assisted by a twofold council, the master of Incunabola and the master of at arms. The master of Incunabola um, or Incunabola Incunabola preside presides over an additional council of two mages, uh, the Master of Academia and the Master of Scria. The Master of Arms also has a council of two, the Master of Initiates and the Palatinus, the leader of the local chapter of the Order of the Lamb. One need not be a member of the Mage's Guild to know that this carefully contrived hierarchy is often nothing more than a chimera. As Vanus Galeron himself said bitterly, leaving Tamriel to travel to other lands, the guild has become nothing more than an intricate morass of political infighting. That's it about Mage's Guild origins. Do you have any more books? No, he hasn't. By the way, if you can steal this stuff,
You'll get yours, thief.
and we were instantaneously expelled
All
from
right, I'm listening.
the Mage's Guild. Could I kill her? I think I cannot. Anyway, I don't want to try even. Because now it's time for books and only books. I don't want to digress to other
Anytime now.
stuff. Other work. Brief history of the Empire in 4 books? Come on, I don't want to sit that long there. How many pages there are? So it's like 40 pages. Maybe next
Anytime
time.
now.
Holy shit.
Looking for something in particular?
Holy shit. Oh my god.
That guy asks way too many questions. What does the orc need?
What does the orc need? That's a question I'm always asking myself. And it turns out many stuff I need. Many stuff. So we need to get to the conclusion here.
I suppose I could spare a moment or two.
I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. It is. Latest rumors. Ajira made a bet with Galbidir about who would get to the rank journeyman first. I hope it doesn't end with more flame Antonechans in the library like last time. Okay. Necromancy. In the Empire, necromancy is a legitimate discipline, though body and spirit are protected property and may not be used without permission of the owner. But in Morrowind, the Dunmer loathed necromancers and put them to death. That's absurd, of course, since the Dunmer summon their own dead to guard tombs and defend their family. Sacred necromancy is righteous, while Philosophical necromancy is evil. It's primitive superstition, that's all. So yeah, it means that they have double standards, these Dunmers. They have some rituals, but they are hating the simple necromancy. That's dumb, I agree with you. More spells to learn, more stuff to trade.
Strength is
Let's
a
read
virtue,
about...
friend. Welcome.
Wait, necromancers? No, of course not. I can teach you spells. I'm not a necromancer. No, absolutely not. Not a necromancer. Come on. I want to pursue her. I don't believe her. Let's pay her gold. Maybe more gold. Come on. I will abuse the stuff. I hope that I will not load
May your
too
battle
far
show
away.
only victory, friend.
But I wasn't load too far away. Okay, let's abuse the system. Or not. No. Let's pursue her even more. Romancy? Romances? Come on. More 10 gold? More 10 gold. Ah, you bastard! Okay, 100 gold. 100 gold. I will reload, but I just want to know my theory that I could get more information for her. No, I can't. That's really disappointing. Well, I have no other choices.
Escape while you can.
Don't you fucking kill yourself. What? There was a strange text that said
Strength is
that
a
we broke
virtue,
some
friend.
prophecy
Well,
and
You have my
will live in
attention.
doomed world because we killed her. Maybe she has some valuable role in this game.
Looking for something in particular?
Anyway, so the stream almost ends. That was just interesting point there. We'll place the book here and we'll read it next time. So yeah, that's it. I need to prepare you, my dearest viewers,
Did you want something?
that on the next stream I think it will be only a reading stream. I'll just read the books.
Yes, Orc?
I think
What
that
do you want?
all the books in this room are enough for the whole stream, the
Looking
whole
for something
page.
in particular?
How many pages there? How many pages there? How many pages there? 8. How many pages there are? Just evaluating how long this stream
Yes,
will
Orc?
take.
What do you want?
Maybe a hour-long stream.
Yes, what
Maybe.
is it?
Okay, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Any time now.
yes, outline.
Speak quickly. Probably nothing.